Welcome to Ellis Mowers and More. Got another vlog for y'all today. Figured because I haven't received a lot of free items recently. They all literally came in yesterday when I filmed this video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of them. I actually got one of them ready to go, and quite a few items that were given to me over the past day and the past week that I wanted to show y'all. So we've got a lot. This is extremely busy. I'll show you everything around here that, you know, the small things that have changed in just a couple of weeks time is pretty crazy, but still dry. Haven't received a lot of rain. Might get some this week, not enough to really amount to anything, I don't think. We'll see though. It'd be nice to have a little bit of something, but at least it's buying me a little bit of time to get some of these machines fixed again. Like I said, I've had a huge influx here. It'll be like quiet, and then all of a sudden I get like 8 or 10 items dumped on me all in one day. So that's what we're going to sort through. But anyways, behind me on this trailer, basically everything that you see is free. I'll tell you the story behind it all and all the other free things that I've received here lately. And I'll show you one of them that runs already, and all I did was take it off the truck. Alright guys, so first we're going to start, this is not free, but this is how I got one of the free lots, I suppose. And the way that I got it was there's a woman and her mother that I have worked on their mowers for probably 4 years now. 4 to 5 years. And some relative has a house about 30 minutes away from me. They had this mower. They're about to bulldoze the house. The mom is going to get this mower because she's using a Craftsman mower that I sold her about 3 years ago. Just a cheap LT1000. As far as I know, it was still cutting last time I heard. Haven't asked for any maintenance to be done on it. So either ways, they reached out, got this, and it just sat. It's basically a brand new T110 Craftsman from I think 2021 or something like that. Still got the original battery in it. Yeah. Well, 2020 is when this was made, but either way, it'll crank whenever you apply power to it. I think it just needs a carb clean. I'll make a video on this because, like I said, I don't think it's been used much at all. Maybe a season, because the house that it was at was abandoned and about to be bulldozed. But either way, I'll show you the result of this, and as you can see, my goodness, they're everywhere right now. And fun fact about this one, hopefully you'll see soon, a guy I watch on YouTube locally reached out and asked me to fix his mower, but that's another story for another day. All this stuff, I don't think anything is free here, but we'll start. So the lot that came with the Craftsman, so that's not mine. I'm going to fix it for the mom. But there was a lot of other equipment. She said, take it away or it's going to get bulldozed. So I was like, okay. This Troy built 5550 watt generator, I can't tell you how many I've worked on of these. This is a $250 to $300 generator all day long. Hopefully it just needs some carb work and a good fuel system clean out. So I don't even know if it's got old gas in it or not. I was about to say, I can't even get the gas cap off. Left with gas in it. It had something in it, unfortunately, but that's alright. We'll get it all flushed out. Like I said, I didn't pay anything for it. Just had to go get it about 30 minutes away. Then all of this stuff also came with that. So a Craftsman tow behind spreader. Figured it'd be worth about 50 bucks, right? Don't have to do anything to that. It's all mechanical, as long as the gears and stuff aren't frozen up on it. And I don't think they are, to my knowledge. Nope, runs great. And then we got this Honda pressure washer. I may have worked on this at one point before, is what she said. GCE 160 Honda. Worst case, the pump's bad. You can get about $140, $150 out of them, so I'll make a couple bucks off of it. This is an interesting one. This is a Pulsar 21-inch self-propelled mower, just a Chinese brand. Never seen one, never had one. This one right here doesn't look like it's been used very much either. So that's going to be nice to see if I can get this fixed and ready. And then nice rear drives Troy-Bilt TB360 self-propelled mower here. With a, they call it an instep self-propel. So that all came with that lot. The one item that I wanted to show you that runs with this lot is this. I didn't even do anything to it. I just took it off the truck. I don't know how long it's even been sitting. I don't even know how old the gas is in it. This is some sort of Amazon auger, Thunder Bay quick start auger. They retail for like $250, so not terribly expensive. But I figured I'd get $150 out of it since it's nice. Wipe it down with a rag, make it look better. But yeah, so yeah, I mean, I think if I add a little bit of fresh gas to it and run it for a few minutes, it'll smooth out even more. That's $150 right there, most likely, which is very nice. So that's that. And then yesterday, the day before I filmed this, I had a couple of other freebies. Not this Honda mower, got to fix that. I have so many items to fix, it's kind of overwhelming right now. But this Husqvarna with the Honda, unfortunately, is burning oil and knocking. So engine's bad, deck's pretty good. May see an engine swap on it, we'll find out. But this one I was not free, I paid $50 for. Boland's Lawn Tractor ran when parked. I know it was running as of 2 years ago. So probably just need to give it a really good cleaning and some fresh gas, and hopefully just a good once over and a good service, get it out of here. Probably a $400, maybe a $450 motor to the right person, but we'll see. This Ego, I'm pretty sure needs a power switch. This is not free, this is a repair for somebody, but everything else on this trailer is free. So got this TB110 Troy-Bilt, missing the air filter. Everything else looks good on it. I assume it has compression. We'll go through the push mowers here. This is a all-wheel drive Cub Cadet. It looks like it has been run through the ringer. It's missing the entire exhaust system on it, so that's not good. And it's got some sort of power mower on it, but the whole like wheel setup right here is all jacked, so I may just send this one on down the line, honestly. But then we've got another Troy-Bilt 21-inch machine here. This one looks a little bit older with the old logo. It's like 2012. Yep, 2012. And again, just a regular generic Troy-Bilt push mower, nothing special, but free. Spark plug's missing on that one too. So it's rather interesting. But the riders, the other two riders, y'all probably look at this Rally here. And this is an old Rally Roper riding mower. I think it's got 11 horsepower. It's got 36-inch mowing deck on it. It's been sitting a long time. But sealed beam headlights, that's always cool to see. Sometime in the 80s is when this was made. And really, really cool. So, open the hood here so y'all can see underneath it. Oh! So, 11 horsepower Briggs. Can I see the year without? Let's see, can I see the year? I don't think I can, unfortunately, but sometime in the mid to late 80s. And then we've got this Murray, probably around 1989, early 90s. 11 horsepower, 38-inch cut. This mower only has a 4-speed in it. So, don't even get a 5-speed in this one. I mean, they're actually fairly, like, they're in fairly decent shape for what they are. Like this one, I probably could throw a carb on it and probably bring it back. I mean, the belt doesn't feel like it's stuck to the pulleys. This one, probably not going to be doing anytime soon. You won't see this one very much. But you're probably going to see the Bolins somewhat soon. This one's probably going to be an off-season project because it's a $300 to $350 mower fixed. So don't have the time, don't really have not a lot of profit in that one as well. But yeah, so that's all the free things. I'll show you some of the things very quickly of the other items that have come through. I'm going to take pictures of that auger, see if I can get that thing sold here relatively soon. But and then this push mower right here too, a little low on oil, but we'll see if it runs as well before the video is out. I'm just going to show you what's kind of come through very briefly over the past couple weeks here, because I know a lot of people are interested in what I do work on, as well as things that I receive for no money. So y'all just saw the Husqvarna video. Person's on a budget, wanted to get the running issue fixed, but it needed a starter and an ignition switch, and that kind of priced everything up to where I could not do anything else to it running wise, but it should hopefully be now a good machine and a good runner for her. The yard machines needed carb. I cleaned this last year, but they let it sit over the winter. Didn't run it. Just put a carb on it this time. Runs great. That's all that needed. X590 just came in for service. That has power steering, hydraulic deck lift, locking differential, cruise control. Super, super nice mower. Super, super nice mower. On the deck here, I had a concrete saw that came in. Just needed a fuel line. This Husqvarna saw leaking gas or something like that is what I was told. Those two Red Maxes, one of them's got no compression. The other one, I just took all the good parts off of that, put on that. And a couple of Echo weed eaters. One of them's been waiting for pickup for about 8-9 months now. This one's been waiting for pickup for about a month. So we'll hopefully get moving on them. But let's walk down here real quick. Like I said, I've got plenty of items that I'm working on here as well. This tiller, I think I just told the guy it's not worth fixing because the engine's locked, transmission's locked. I'm not really interested in working on it either, so I may just send that back whenever I send his other item back. John Deere Z-Track in for just a service, blade sharpen, all that good stuff. X380, one of my best customers. He sometimes goes out and sources mowers. He has a lot of connections. Found this one for incredibly cheap, apparently. It's got only 50 some hours on it. 50 some hours on it. And I'll show you all the issues that it's got. The blades look absolutely trashed on it. We'll make a video on this, probably come out in the next couple weeks. Troy-Bilt, self-propel, surging. Tiller, guy decided not to fix. I got to send back to him whenever I fix his golf cart. This bad boy zero turn, got some safety switch issues going on with it and quite a few other small issues. That's not a big, what am I trying to say? A big hurry on this one, thankfully. This push mower, same as the YouTuber that has the Honda push mower I showed you earlier. This is his dad's. Just needed a new pull rope recoil on it for him. Cub Cadet, got a broken wire back here between the fuse and the battery starter. Need to fix that and give this a solid service this year for him. And what have we got? A John Deere spreader. The guts of the internals were all fertilized and corroded up and are stripped. I'll see if the guy wants to fix it or not. I'll price him out repair. Tiller, Viper tiller, new carb. This was free. I think I showed it y'all last time. Probably just needs a carb on it. And what else we got here? Selling this Toro on consignment. MX 4200, trying to get $1,500 for it. It's got the heavier duty welded deck on it too, so that's a plus. There's a rear tine tiller, county line tiller back there. Had the wrong belt on it, put the right belt on it. Had to adjust the cable a little bit so that it would not continually turn the tines whenever it was running. And let's see, back in the back here, you see that Boland's right there. I think I need to put our new rear drive belt on it. It came in earlier this year. I bought what I thought were good drive belts, but the rear one seems a little loose. Even though I bought the UDC parts ones, which have been fantastic, by the way. I use them all the time on Amazon, and apparently that one was a dud. So I got a OEM rear transmission belt coming this time, I think. And then that John Deere has PTO issues just in the wiring. I just need to fix the wiring on that. All the rest, pretty loaded up back here. Nothing's changed back here around there from my last update. And a few more items waiting to be repaired. All the ones I'm showing you are customer repairs, by the way. So I got my work cut out. Just ducked real quick to make this video. JS63 John Deere, some sort of running issue, self-propel issue, cables, and all that stuff. Get around to it at some point, right? And then steel chainsaw, I think just needs a chain sharp, and these two hedge trimmers both have running issues with them, and both are missing air filter covers. In addition to this 4-cycle Cub Cadet, I'm almost to the point where I don't want to mess with 4-cycle weed eaters and mess anymore, because they always have issues. Always have issues. So, and that's, let's see, the steel weed eater needs a carb adjustment. This steel weed eater, I have a carb kit to put on it. It goes with the Red Max weed eaters on the gazebo. There's also an electric scooter back here that I've had probably about a month and a half that I have not had the chance to look at. Got to work on that at some point too. It's just a matter of getting out here in the garage and getting it done with all the other product reviews, mower repairs, and other obligations that I have throughout the day, including YouTube, like this. The Steel 031 AV chainsaw was also given to me, so another freebie that was dropped off a few weeks ago. So, like I said, a lot of things going on around here. Alright guys, so there you go. I showed you the trailer full of free things, and then all the stuff going on down here that I need to get around to, and get knocked out. So we got a lot going on. Just want to make this quick video for y'all, because it's not often that I receive like 2 trailers full of basically free stuff in the span of a week. Not saying that, I mean, I'm very thankful for it, but one thing I don't do, I don't chase free mowers on Facebook, Craigslist, whatever anymore. It doesn't look like I need any more out here. I only get them if people reach out to me and want to get rid of them, right? So that's what I've limited myself to, because I also try to keep things turned and cleaned out. There's about probably 4 or 5 machines back there that I want to just break apart, throw on the trailer, take the scrap. That's what I'm hoping that I have time to do here over the next couple of weeks or so, because I have a few other things that I need to go pick up at some point as well. We'll see what all comes to fruition with that. It's been many months coming for that, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got going on. Got to do a little bit of cleaning out here. Now that I've received a whole lot more items, I got to figure out where to put all this stuff, because I'm obviously running out of room as it is. I had done a good job of cleaning out a bunch of stuff by selling a bunch of stuff and not getting a lot of trades in March. And what happens? It all just comes right back in another form. So that's alright. But thank y'all for watching. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Like I said, we got a lot of machines coming up to work on here in the coming weeks and months, and I appreciate y'all being along for the ride. Y'all really help fuel this channel and this business as well, from the residuals that I help make off of the ad revenue, off of all the videos that I've made over the last 9 years. So I'm very thankful for that, and it really helps drive me being able to do this full time. And I appreciate that. And I appreciate you all, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.